All right, what we're going to talk about today is the verb gustar. Okay? We've had this one before. This isn't anything new. When do we use the verb gustar? When we're talking about, okay? Talking about what? What someone likes. Okay. Now, this verb's different than other verbs because there's really only two conjugations we're going to use for it. What are they? There's only two forms of it. Gustar and nope. Gustan. Gustar, gustan. Now, one of the reasons why, just to kind of illustrate it, is the verb gustar, when you translate it directly, it doesn't mean to like, it means to please. Okay? So, in that case, if you think of it that way, it'll make more sense. Okay? An example would be, who here likes movies? Okay, so a couple of you like the movies. Now, do the movies please you, or do you please the movies? When you show up to the movie theater, does the movie theater just shout for joy? Ruben's here.
Yes.
Okay? Not necessarily. Okay? It's an inanimate object. It has no feelings. But when you are there, the movies please you. That's how it's looked at. So, with gustar, we have something that is included. We need to use an indirect object pronoun with it. Okay? From last chapter, what does an indirect object pronoun tell us? Tells us to who or for who. Okay, remember, I give a gift to my father. So who's the gift for? It's for him. He's the indirect object. In this case, that's what we use with gustar. Okay? We need an indirect object pronoun. What are our indirect object pronouns? Me, te, le, nos, les. So when we have them here, okay, we're going to have me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, nos gusta, and les gusta. So again, the me, te, le, nos, and les, what does that tell us? Who it is, right. Who it is that the movies please. They please me, you, him, her, we, or us, them, or you all. Okay, now, again, we have our two forms of it. So our options are either going to be me gusta or gustan. And we're going to talk a little bit about how that is done. So I'm going to write a little N next to gusta in all of these. Because we have me gusta, me gustan. Te gusta, le gusta, le gustan. Nos gusta, nos gustan. Les gusta, les gustan. Okay, to illustrate kind of this here, we're going to use an example here. Who likes money? So, yeah. So you guys like money. Is that a fair bet? I can say you guys like money? All right. How would we say that? Now, when we start it, I'm going to write this. A ustedes. Okay? What does that mean?
To you.
To you guys. Remember, the and whoever indicates who it is, it adds emphasis to what this is. So what is it going to be? A ustedes, les. Okay? And then we have gusta, dinero. Now I have two different colors here. I have a ustedes les in blue and then gusta, dinero in black to show you that this really goes together with this one. This is determined by that. Okay? This is determined by this. That's determined by that. Your me, te, le, nos, or les depends on who it is. Gusta or gustan depends on what we're talking about. Alright, so there's an example. Now I'm going to give another example. Okay? Who likes tacos? Alright, okay. So, Hakeem, you like tacos. Can I use you as my example? All right. So how would I start this? What? Hakim. Okay. Which indirect object pronoun is he? Le. Okay. Now I've got gustar, right? What am I going to use? What happened with this one? Why is it gustan? Because tacos is plural. Okay. So what we learn from here is if the person is different for who likes the different things, it's going to depend on your mete, lenos, or les, depending on who it is. If the item it is that we like is singular, we're going to use gusta. If the item we like is plural, we're going to use gustan. So they're separated this way so you can kind of tell that when you have gustar, your indirect object pronoun in your form gustar, indirect object pronoun is completely dependent on who it is that likes it. The verb gustar is completely dependent on what it is that they like. So, Hakim, do you like money too? So I could say a Hakim le gusta dinero, and I use gusta because dinero, even though it represents something that could be plural, in itself is a singular word. Do you guys like tacos?
Yeah.
Sure. So I could also say a ustedes les gustan tacos. Okay. The main idea with this is to understand where the le, les, nos, me, and te comes from, and when we use gusta versus gustan. Gusta if what we like is singular, gustan if what we like is plural. Okay, are there any questions about that?